You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Gibson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, Elliott once more. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Elliott, toss right. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
We're scoreless after 1. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Prescott. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and management became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
ball to the air on 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season. It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I won't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside get and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it out.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Howell from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing here, Howell. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
2nd down at 5. And Howell will throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. Complete. It's Dodson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Howell throwing on 1st down here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 43. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Howell. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gibson again. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Down to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 29. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, Howell to throw. Quick slant, Dotson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
One more time with Gibson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Prescott. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Once more, Gibson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stepped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing, Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A give to Elliott. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A give to Elliott running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 40.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins champion.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me.
Better. Petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man.